guys, welcome back to our Texas homestead. Today we're gonna do some cookies in a jar. So I'm gonna put them in a jar, so I'll have a couple on the shelf, and then I'm actually gonna make some and freeze some, so you can see all the ways that I like to have them ready to go. So today we're gonna start with the Snickerdoodles. So I already got one made up. I'll make up two more, and then we're gonna bake part of one, and then we're going to put a bunch in the freezer, so then they're ready to go and I don't even have to mix it all. So first we're going to start with the jars. So you're going to put 2 3/4 cup of flour in a bowl. So this is half a cup. So we'll do 4 of those. Actually, we'll do 5 of those. And then 1/4 of a cup. And then it's 1 1/2 cups of sugar. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then that is it. So we're going to stir this together. And then we're going to start putting it in the jar. And it fills it all the way to the very top. And then just kind of shake it to get it all settled down in there. This one actually didn't fill it all the way to the top. I feel like I'm missing something, but I didn't. Maybe I put too much in that one over there. Anyways, I'm going to mix up the dry stuff one more time, and then I'll show you how to make it. Oh, and then make sure you label this so you know what kind of cookies you're going to have over here. And you can use old lids for this since they're not actually getting sealed. And it's good for a year like this, sitting in your pantry. So we're going to make it up one more time, and then we're actually going to make some of the cookies. So 2 3/4 cup flour. And then 1 1/2 cups of sugar. teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons cream of tartar, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Ooh, that was almost bad. Okay, so now this is just like you just dumped your jar into here on the day that you're ready to bake it. So you're going to add, you're going to get a different bowl to start with. I'm going to just use this little one in the dishwasher. The dishwasher was cold. If I can get the mixture. Okay, so we're going to start out with a cup of softened butter. And I bought the wrong butter, so these are really small. So this is only 1/2 cup. Maybe they're just fatter. I guess it is the same. I bought these, and I thought they were like half the size, but they're fatter, so it's actually still the same size. So, a cup of butter and 2 eggs, and we're going to beat that together. Let me get a bowl to put the shells in. Actually, they got a bowl up there already. Wasn't softened enough, so I didn't want to beat together. So now we're going to add the butter and eggs into our dry ingredients that would have came out of the jar. And we're going to beat that together. It's still going to be a little crumbly, but when you make them into the balls, they mush together. So in a bowl, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar and a tablespoon of cinnamon. And we're going to roll the cookies in this. So 1/2 cup of sugar, tablespoon of cinnamon, just mix it together. We're going to roll the cookies in this as we form them. So I already got the oven on 350. I got a lined cookie sheet with parchment paper. And you just make them into a little ball. See, with the heat from your hands, it kind of warms up into a ball. Okay, so the battery died. I don't remember if I said the oven's already at 350. So you make the ball of cookie dough and then you just roll it in your cinnamon and sugar mixture. And you want them like 2 inches apart on your cookie sheet. And this makes like 3 dozen. So I'm gonna actually bake about a dozen, I think. And then I'm gonna make up the rest of them in the cinnamon and sugar, and then I'm gonna freeze them. And you just have to freeze them for like an hour or so, and then you can put them in a Ziploc bag, and then they're ready just to bake whenever you're ready to bake them. Okay, so clean my hands up. I'm gonna go put these in the oven, and they gotta bake for 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna put these in the oven, I'm gonna get the rest to go in the freezer, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so here's the Snickerdoodles I'm gonna go put in the freezer. I was 1 short of getting 3 dozen out of the batch, but if I'd made some a little smaller, I would have got them. So I'll bring you back when I'm ready to bag these up and the cookies are ready. So here's how they look coming out of the oven. They're still really soft, so they're not going to be like super crispy or anything. You're going to leave them in the cookie sheet to cool. So I'm going to put them on a wire rack, let them cool, and when they're cooled off, I'll have Mike come try one.